See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Tallawah TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Ocean of the Messenger, and you're watching Tallawah TV with the host and best. So Davis, take it away.
Good morning, all. Coach, we've already touched on these separate questions. I think I have three questions in total. I was hoping maybe we could go in depth if possible. How do you plan on mending the lack of transparency and inconsistent support between those at the top and the girls? Recently, particularly this year, we've been told that the girls will be in training camp. As with previous years, training camps get cancelled and the girls are left in the dark.
Mm-hmm. That's a good question there, and my thing is, I think I touched on it before, and we in my meeting this morning with my um, staff, I discussed that, and those are things that has come out in the open, that it should be an internal decision. Camps should be arranged and confirmed before it goes out into the public. That would eliminate some of those happenings and those doubts. So it's hard. And to your question, what I intend to do, and I've started already, is not to let the conversation go between players, staff, until it is confirmed with myself and the association and the federation. Because a lot of times it's speculation. Somebody might have mentioned that, oh, we're going to have a camp. And it goes to the players from the coaching staff without it being confirmed with the JFF. And that's a wrong way of communication. It has to come from the JFF, confirmed to the coaching staff, and then they can relate to the players. I think those the other way around. When the staff was telling the girls that they're going to have a camp, the girls are planning for a camp, and the Jamaica Football Federation never agreed to that type of arrangement. So I think, as I said in my things, communication is one of the things that I'm going to be concentrating on, right? We have to have a line of communication that will have no gray areas, that these things will happen again. And that's my way of going about it. I have to be the one that we challenge the Jamaica Football Federation. We come to an agreement with them. So when it gets out there, when I put it in there, it must be something that's not with the federation, not with us, that causes us not to have the camp. Maybe like a COVID situation, or something that happened that the girls cannot make it. But I love the question, because it's something that is true to my heart, and it's something that I spoke about this morning. Yeah, man. Okay, thank you. I hope that answers you.
Yes, thank you. I have two more questions, please. And
Right.
guys, I'll try to make my questions quick. Being that you
Yeah.
are familiar with the core players in the team, can you kindly share the formula that will enable you to integrate more homegrown players into the squad? And the lovely Karen Madden's already touched on this briefly.
Crystal, I at the moment, it will be foolhardy of me to bring local girls that are not prepared, not ready. We have none, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I'm seeing. So the bringing of local players will be a ongoing process. I don't see it happening for this World Cup, but I see it happening for the next World Cup and other areas that we'll be participating in, other tournaments, I should say. But it's hard. As Karen rightly said, and Karen asked a question because she knows full well that there's nothing happening here. And is a concern of mine, as I said before. And the only way we can bridge that gap is to get our local players back to be playing consistently and get their scholarships and go. Just like how Khadija Shaw and Jody Brown and all of them did, right? So it's going to be very difficult. If I can't say I'm going to bridge a gap right away, but I plan to bridge a gap.
And finally, the captain's armband has been passed around over the last few games. Who is your confirmed captain and your vice captain, being that you know the girls so well?
that's that's a difficult question. That's a question that you know cricket, right? So I'm batting carefully. So that's a bouncer, and I'll go down for that. But it's the captaincy. Sometimes captaincy is But not sometimes. It's a coach's decision, and a lot of times they pass it around to see who they think is more capable of being a captain. I have someone in mind, but it has to be that the person is capable of being an on field and an off field leader. So I will make that decision. It's kind of hard for me to make that decision now.
Is it possible to have a hint as to who that person is?
Yeah, he's one of the players.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Crystal.
Thank you, Crystal. I think Vin made that very, very clear, crystal clear, who's going to be.